Willie D. Live.
When you say we sat down and talked about the movie,
The producers, the two
you and the
producers.
Yeah.
They got the stories from me about Rudy.
How come they didn't invite Eddie to the meeting?
Well, it was in the initial. There was no script or anything at this point. It was just a meeting about. They were trying to glean information about who Rudy was, and because I worked with Rudy, and the guys, Cliff Rockmore, who was passed away many years ago, was one of the most important people in my career, because he produced Disco Godfather, and he directed Petey Wheatstraw, if I'm not mistaken. So he had been around Rudy all the time, and he was directing me in plays at the Inner City Cultural Center. So that's what that meeting was about. So Eddie was not even. I mean, they wanted him, I guess, but he was not in the picture really at that point.
What did you think of Eddie's acting, though?
It was okay.
I liked it.
It was okay. Yeah.
I thought he did a good job.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Well, obviously, I don't know Rudy. I met Rudy a couple of times, but I don't know him like you know.
No,
like you knew him, brother.
Rudy was an extremely interesting guy. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, but no, I won't go into those stories. But Rudy was. I mean, how important he was to so many Black people in getting their career started. Who told them, yeah, you could. And honestly, Rudy was a terrible actor, but he did what he did, and so you can't fault him for that.
Well, he used what he had to get what he wanted.
Yes.
And he worked.
Yes.
He took what he had and made the best out of it. And I'm glad. I'm actually glad you said that Rudy was a horrible actor, because he was, but he was all we had at one point.
Oh,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying? Like
yes.
I used to go to
Yeah.
the Majestic Theater in Houston to see him on the weekends, and I remember talking about where does what was the guy name? He said, "Where does such and such keep my girls? The little green house on Strawberry Hill." Remember that?
Oh, no, I don't remember that one. Yeah.
That's in that movie that you just talked. What's some of his movies?
Petey Wheatstraw?
Petey Wheatstraw. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's in that film.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in many
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, he was on top of the chick. He was on top of the white girl, banging her. He's like, "Where does such keep my girl?" She said, "The little green house on Strawberry Hill."
But see,
He was-
that's one of one of the things I learned on that movie. It taught me a valuable lesson. Was I would be sitting in a chair. The director would be in this ear. The cinematographer would be in this ear. The wardrobe person would be doing this. Somebody be shining my shoes, and somebody else would be saying something to me. I had all this information coming at me, and this is my very first movie. And the first day on the set was I had a big scene where I was talking outside, and I'm sitting there and I'm freaking out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm freaking out. I've done all these plays, but this is something entirely different and new to me. I got all these people just saying, "Do this, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah." Sound guy, I got outside to do the thing, and it was the last shot of the day. And I had the whole crew looking at me. And the sun was going down. And I had this long speech I had to do. And I could feel those people saying, "Get this right. We want to go home. The hell with this shit. We want to go home." So I got all this pressure at me. And I was able to get through the scene, get through it. But my heart was beating out of his chest. My head was exploding. I went home that night and I said to myself, "This is stupid. You know what you're doing. Go do your friggin' job."